I never thought my life would end this way. It was supposed to be another ordinary evening, a quiet night in my beautiful home in California, the place where I had built my dreams, my sanctuary. I can still remember the sound of my dog's paws tapping gently against the wooden floor. They were always by my side, my faithful companions watching over me, protecting me. But they couldn't protect me from this. It all started long before that night. You see, I thought I had a perfect life, a loving husband, a beautiful house, and a future filled with possibilities. But perfection is just an illusion, isn't it? A fragile dream that can shatter in an instant. I knew something was wrong. The way he looked at me sometimes, cold, distant, the way his words cut deeper than any blade ever could. And yet I stayed. I told myself that love conquers all, that things would get better. I was wrong. I remember the first time I met him. He was charming, intelligent, a man with a future. We met through friends at a dinner party, and from that moment on, I was captivated. He made me feel special, like I was the only woman in the world. We dated for 2 years before he proposed. It was a warm summer evening, the sky painted in shades of pink and orange, and as he knelt down on one knee, I said yes without hesitation. I believed in love, in marriage, in a lifetime together. We got married in a beautiful ceremony in the spring. I wore a delicate lace dress, and as I walked down the aisle, I saw nothing but him. We vowed to love each other forever in sickness and in health. At that moment, I truly believed we would. We had 2 beautiful children, my greatest joy, my son Thomas and my daughter Emily. They were my world. Every morning I would wake up to the sound of their laughter, their little feet running down the hall, excited to start the day. I would make them pancakes cut into fun shapes just to see them smile. Those moments were real. Those moments were mine. But somewhere along the way, things changed. My husband changed. Or maybe he had always been that way, and I had simply refused to see it. The late nights at work, the whispered phone calls, the way his touch grew colder. I convinced myself it was just stress, that he was tired, that we would find our way back to each other. My body lay at the bottom of the staircase, a crumpled mess. Was it an accident? That's what they want you to believe. But I knew the truth. My husband, the man I had trusted with my heart, stood over me. I could feel his presence even as my vision blurred, even as my last breath escaped my lips. And then, darkness, but not the kind you expect. I was still here, watching, listening, waiting. He called the police, his voice filled with practiced panic. My wife, she fell down the stairs. She's not breathing. He was good, too good. Had he done this before? Planned every detail? The investigators arrived, took pictures, asked questions. But he had his story and he stuck to it. And my dogs, they were there. They saw everything. But they couldn't speak, couldn't tell the officers what they had witnessed. I was screaming for someone to hear me. But my voice was trapped between this world and the next. Days passed, then weeks. Investigators were skeptical. The wounds on my body, the bruises, they didn't match a simple fall. And yet my husband remained free. Free to live, to breathe, to move on as if I had never existed. Was that his plan all along? But justice has a way of unraveling even the most carefully crafted lies. The whispers began. Friends, family, they started to question everything. Did you see the way he acted at the funeral? She was always so full of life. How could she just fall? I watched as my children cried for me, their innocent hearts unable to understand why their mother was gone. Emily held on to my favorite scarf, refusing to let go, while Thomas asked when I was coming home. It shattered me in ways I never thought possible. And then the truth began to surface. The investigations deepened. They looked at his past, his secrets, the cracks in his perfect story. The pressure built. He couldn't hide forever. The walls were closing in. I may no longer be among the living, but my story isn't over. My voice won't be silenced. The truth is clawing its way to the surface, inch by inch, breath by breath. And when it does, he will have nowhere left to run. I see him now, lying awake at night, unable to sleep. He knows. He knows that justice is coming for him, that his perfect little lie is falling apart. The whispers grow louder. The evidence mounts. And soon they will see what I have seen all along. I will get my justice.